to call your friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. Hey, there is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No cost, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No cost, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sanya, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sanya.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, some going to plenty pop. Put it to each living sense in hot.
I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read
Yeah.
but I'm really still getting confused now.
Good morning, folks.
Oh, they say pay some money.
Good morning to you, our beautiful listeners.
They say pay some tech.
It's another midweek, June 24, 2026. As a matter of fact, today marks the birth anniversary of our own, one of ours is no one else but DJ Hero. Happy birthday to you.
The rainy season coming soon.
Good morning to you folks and welcome to the pre-news on Freedom 87.9 this beautiful Wednesday. I'm telling you, man, it's good to be alive and it's good to be here this morning. I'm Wendell and I'm here with Esther. Esther, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to the good people of Liberia. This morning, it's good to be here on a wet Wednesday morning. We're back. Yep, with lots of interesting issues happening in Liberia. I'm glad that I'm here this morning, Wendell.
You ready? Dress like mountain in the morning.
You can call me Aisha for the day.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aisha?
Aisha.
Okay, Aisha.
But something just caught my attention, Wendell, this morning, and even though
Yeah,
I've not really gone all through that,
before you
but
get to it, you remember now today is your birthday. I know you want to say one or two.
all right. Even though
Yeah.
I've already done that in the chat room anyway. So we want to just use this medium, Abraham Kamara, to say happy birthday to you as you celebrate today, the DJ's hero.
Yeah.
I hope you're having a great time. I hope you got plans for today.
Yeah, so let me just join in to wish Abraham Kamara all the best as you celebrate your birthday. All wish you is good health and long life as you celebrate this special day in your life. So we're here this morning, and this entire broadcast is dedicated to Abraham Kamara, the celebrant of Freedom 87.9. This entire broadcast from now straight up to 12:30 is dedicated to you from the pre-news and the Radio LIB family. Happy birthday to you. So before we get to reading the top stories, what you said caught your
I was just
attention?
looking at this case. This is something that happened in South Africa. An 18-year-old girl allegedly shot a man 14 times after her 5-year-old sister said he had touched her inappropriately. And yeah, the comment section is really getting at me. But that's what it is. You know, sometimes when
Where
the
did it
law,
happen?
South Africa,
Hmm.
most times when the law turn a blind eye to, you know, these kind of rape situations, a
Mhm.
5-year-old child being tampered with and all of that. And when the family takes action, you know, there's prosecution at the end of the day and all of that. That's really,
And
really
that's similar case to the video you showed me the other day with the lady and this South African guy. Every time she
exactly.
sends her daughter out there, he will call the little girl, you know, to forget to follow him into. I mean,
You know,
it's
and
wrong
saying that she's big enough to
enough
speak
to
for
speak for
herself.
herself.
Like, are you for real? I like this story so bad.
Okay, so folks, firstly, let's say a big thank you to Crime Stopper Liberia and Exodus Best Price Tour, headed by one of Liberia's finest sons, in person of Mr. Henry K. Jackson, the Chief Executive Officer of Exodus Best Price Tour. Graduation, wedding, too many occasions around the corner. So you want to get alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages for cheaper price? Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you. So in our studio this morning, Esther and I, we have the Inquirer and the Front Page Africa. Before me is the Front Page Africa, and so let's get to top stories. First, our first story has to do with human trafficking. They accepted us. Two defendants denied charges as second witness corroborates security visit. Claims vice president's guides didn't bother anybody at compound at heart of case. And the council's change of heart in major shift, coalition of religious leaders urges passage of bill to extend abortion access. And then lastly, the fire in the music, the story of A.D. King. Okay, that's it. Those are the top stories. Let's get to the bottom ones. It says Twe writes UNT vows to resist injustice, warns of political witch hunt and rule of law erosion in Liberia. ready to bed, and inconsequence. Okay, so let's see whether we can run a few lines of this story. Let's take a few lines from there. Very, very interesting. So we will take a few lines from there. All right. Those of you who are watching us, don't forget to drop your comments in our comment section. So let's get to that story. I'm trying to make my way to that story. Okay, let's see whether we are there now. Yes, we are there. And so let's take a few lines. Former Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel D. Twer Jr. has launched a blistering attack on the administration of President Joseph Numa Boakai, accusing the government of orchestrating a politically motivated campaign against opposition figures and attempting to undermine the rule of law through efforts to challenge his recent acquittal in a high profile national security case. The case against Twer, the controversy stems from criminal charges filed against Twer and several former government officials in July 2024. Prosecutors accused the defendants of offenses ranging from economic sabotage to criminal facilitation in connection with the approval and disbursement of US 6.2 million earmarked for national security activities during the 2023 elections. Government investigators alleged that the funds were transferred without proper authorization and documentation, raising concerns about the legality of this transaction. The prosecution contended that the key approval documents could not be located during its investigation and argued that the transfer process violated established financial procedures. Twer consistently rejected those allegations throughout the proceedings, maintaining that his actions were fully authorized under the Public Financial Management Law and were undertaken in response to national security requirements. During the trial, he argued that the release of funds had legal backing through legislative budget approvals, national security authorizations, and presidential consent, insisting that no public resources were stolen or misappropriated. The case was temporarily delayed after defense lawyers petitioned the Supreme Court, arguing that the national security laws prevented defendants from disclosing certain classified information necessary for their defense. The Supreme Court ultimately ruled that the trial should continue, leading to the resumption of proceedings earlier this year. Following weeks of testimony and deliberations, jurors acquitted Twer and former Financial Intelligence Agency Controller Moses Cooper while returning mixed verdicts against other defendants. The outcome was widely viewed as a significant legal and political victory for the former finance minister. Twer's communication in a communication addressed to United Nations Security General Antonio Guterres and copied to several influential international leaders and institutions, Twer alleged that Liberia is witnessing a dangerous erosion of democratic governance, judicial independence, and constitutional order under the current administration. The former finance minister's letter, which was also sent to senior officials of the African Union, ECOWAS, the European Union, the United States Congress, and international human rights organizations, paints a troubling picture of what he described as a systematic effort to silence political opponents under the guise of fighting corruption. Twer's concern is the government's ongoing challenge to a juror verdict that acquitted him of criminal charges linked to the authorization and expenditure of approximately US 6.2 million in national security funds during the 2023 elections. According to Twitter, the government's pursuit of the matter, despite the jury's verdict, demonstrates what he termed as broader campaign to weaponize state institutions against opposition leaders associated with former President George Manawia's administration. Your Excellency, as we await the commencement of this process, I inform you, honorable members of the international community, that any attempt to use this process to subvert the verdict for political purpose would be fearlessly politically resisted. Twe declared in one of the strongest passages of his letter. The former minister further warned that he would refuse to cooperate with any process he believes has been manipulated for political ends. I, Samuel D. Twe Jr., I am a free man and would not honor any politically manipulated process that aims to subvert justice. I stand ready to bear any consequence for this resistance, he wrote. In perhaps the most dramatic portion of the communication, Twe said he would willingly accept imprisonment if necessary to defend what he considers fundamental constitutional rights. I will be more than I will be more than glad to become a major political prisoner of conscience on the question and issue of fighting for my rights and against the government's maneuvers to dismantle the foundation of the rule of law in our society, he stated. All right, so because of time, we'll leave it right there and take more stories. Let's take a final story here on the front page of the front page Africa newspaper. And it says Senate orders probe seeks suspension of GLC cargo handling over alleged link to US 19.2 million cocaine case. Paul and Peter King's business under threat.
Okay, so they are twin. I see the resemblance.
Yeah, see them.
Identical twin, yeah.
Look, easy people there.
I tell you.
Well, let's take a few lines from this story and then we send controls to Esther for the continuation of the dailies. It says here the Liberian Senate has ordered an investigation into the operations of GLS Menzies and is considering recommending the suspension of the company's cargo handling concession at Rabat International Airport following its alleged connection to the seizure of 237.6 kilograms of cocaine value at approximately US 19.2 million. The Senate's action follows a formal communication submitted by Montserrat County Senators Abraham Darius Dillon and Sir Harding Joseph, who argued that the company should be temporarily suspended pending the outcome of the ongoing drug investigation. And I support this. GLS Menzies signed a 25-year concession agreement with the government of Liberia in 2017 to provide cargo handling, freight forwarding, warehousing, and aviation logistics services at the country's main international airport. The company operates in partnership with international firms, including Menzies Aviation and Infraco Africa. On June 8, 2026, officers of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency and other security agency intercepted approximately 237.6 kilograms of cocaine concealed in 6 cargo boxes at Rabat International Airport in Magibi County. Authorities said the drugs, consisting of 198 compressed packages, were reportedly destined for Europe aboard a Brussels Airlines cargo shipment. President Joseph Boakai described the seizure as a serious threat to national security and ordered a full-scale investigation to identify all individuals involved, including financiers, facilitators, the possible international collaborators. The investigation is being conducted by a joint security task force comprising the LDEA, Liberia National Police, Ministry of Justice, National Security Agency, and other security institutions. Investigators have identified at least 10 persons of interest. Among those named are Paul J. King, founder and chief executive officer of GLS Cargo Handling, and Philip Yeo, the company's security manager. In their communication to the Senate plenary on Tuesday, Senators Dillon and Joseph argued that a company entrusted with for safeguarding Liberia's cargo channels cannot continue operations while senior management officials remain under investigation. We write jointly to recommend that the Senate formally advise the executive to suspend, pending investigation, the cargo handling concession held by GLS at Rabat International Airport, the senators wrote. They added that the temporary suspension would help preserve the integrity of evidence, protect Liberia's reputation as an aviation and trade partner, and reassure the public that no institution is above the law. The lawmakers emphasized that the proposed suspension should not be interpreted as a finding of guilt, but rather as a precautionary measure until the investigation is concluded. Following deliberations, Senate plenary mandated its Joint Committee on Judiciary, Claims and Petitions and the Committee on Security, National Defense Intelligence, and Veterans Affairs to investigate the matter. GLS and EHS Africa Logistics under investigation. GLS has emerged as a central focus of the ongoing investigation. It is alleged that the 6 boxes containing the cocaine were collected from the residence of GLS CEO Paul King on O Road in Sinka before being transported to the airport. Achi Nyanfo, one of the designated persons of interest, told investigators that he and Emmanuel Zion were instructed by their employer, Ato B. Abdullah, CEO of EHS Africa Logistics, to retrieve the cargo from King's residence for shipment. On Friday, June 5, 2026, my boss, Ato B. Abdullah, instructed Emmanuel Zion and me to take 6 boxes of cargo from Paul King's house to be shipped, Nyafo said. According to his statement, Zion later transported the cargo to the GLS warehouse at the Rabat International Airport, where discrepancies in the shipment recorded, which reportedly prompted further inspection by airport security officers. Nyafo said he was later informed that drugs had been discovered inside the cargo. Esther, I think because of time, we'll stop
Yeah.
right here and send controls to you for the continuation of the dailies.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Wendell. I have before me the Inquirer newspaper, and we're going to take some lines from there. The top story here we see Liberia, Guinea settle border dispute as communities return to normal life.
Mm,
Yeah, this is interesting and
very, very.
good news. It says at long last, the government of Liberia has announced the resolution of its long-standing border dispute with with the Republic of Guinea, bringing an end to years of uncertainty and tension in communities along the two countries share a frontier. Speaking at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing, Minister Jerry McPear confirmed that both nations have agreed to respect the established boundary, allowing residents on both sides to resume their normal daily activities. People are doing normal things like they were doing before, The people of Guinea are on their side of the land, while Liberia and its people remain on land they own. The matter is resolved, Pierre said.
The man can lie. Go ahead.
And that's why we will do our fact funding. It says that the information minister described the settlement as a major diplomatic achievement that has restored calm in affected border communities and strengthened relations between Monrovia and Conakry. Although Pierre did not provide details regarding the final, Piston has the completion of the story. Okay, we have Piston right here. It says negotiations that led to the agreement. He credited continued bilateral engagement between the two governments for helping to stabilize the situation. Security authorities from both countries are now collaborating in to maintain peace along the border and facilitate the movement of people and goods through designated crossing points. For years, these agreements over sections of the Liberia-Guinea border created tension among local communities affecting farming activities, trade, and family connections that span both countries. Officials believe the resolution will boost cross-border commerce, improve security cooperation, and support regional development initiatives within the Mana River Union. The government also plans to launch awareness campaigns in border communities to educate residents about the agreed boundary and prevent future encroachments. The Ministry of Internal Affairs, working alongside Guinean authorities, is expected to spearhead the sensitization campaign in the coming weeks. Pierre said the administration of President Joseph Walker remains committed to peaceful diplomacy, religion, as a regional cooperation and the promotion of lasting stability throughout West Africa. Meanwhile, the information minister disclosed that the recent seizure of narcotics valued at approximately US 90 million represents only a fraction of Liberia's broader drug trafficking challenge. According to Pierre, drugs worth an estimated US 100 million entered Liberia during the administration of former President George Weah, alleging that multiple large-scale drug shipments were intercepted during that period without public statements from the presidency. He further revealed that President Booker has suspended Paul King from the board of National Oil Company of Liberia over his alleged connection to the recent US 19 million drug trafficking case. Pierre emphasized that the ongoing investigations would target all individuals linked to the narcotics trade, regardless of their status or position. That's the story. We have more to look up this morning. We have IAA boss warns government entities against illegal recruitment. The Director General of the Internal Audit Agency, David Kema, has warned heads of government institutions against independently recruiting internal auditors, stressing that such actions violate the Internal Audit Agency Act. Speaking on the mandate and ongoing reforms of the agency, Kimon emphasized that the IAA is the only institution legally authorized to recruit and deploy internal auditors across Liberia's public sector. We'll leave you here in local more stories. We have TDF delivers free medical care in Margibi County. Let's bring you to the back page of this paper, the Inquirer newspaper. Some more on West Africa's single currency project as Central Bank of Liberia hosts regional workshop on ERM establishment. The executive governor of the Central Bank of Liberia, Henry Samoa, has stated that the ECOWAS exchange rate mechanism represents a critical institutional pillar of West Africa's monetary integration agenda, supporting trade facilitation, policy convergence, and macroeconomic stability in preparation for a unified regional currency. The statement was delivered on his behalf by the director of the Central Bank of Liberia's Research Policy and Planning Department, Jefferson Campbell, at the opening of a 5-day regional workshop on the establishment of the ECOWAS exchange rate mechanism and its operational framework. The workshop, organized by the West African Monetary Agency and hosted by the Central Bank of Liberia, is being held at the CBL Auditorium in Monrovia from June 22nd to the 26th, 2026. It brings together experts from ECOWAS central banks to finalize technical modalities for operationalizing the ERM and to review proposals for the ECOWAS Monetary Cooperation Fund. In his keynote, Governor Samoa emphasized that exchange rate stability and macroeconomic convergence are essential prerequisites for the successful induction of the ECO. The proposed ECOWAS single currency, he outlined the ERM's four critical functions: facilitating trade and payments, promoting convergence, strengthening monetary discipline, and laying the groundwork for harmonized monetary policy across diverse exchange regimes. He noted that while all ECOWAS member states currently comply with the exchange rate criterion of plus slash minus 10%, some in the past have faced volatility and external balance changes. Let's look at our final story we have at the back page. Liberia Maritime Authority named Best Performing Public Institution 2026. And that's all we have. And I see here, this is not a story actually, but it's being pasted at the back of the Inquirer newspaper. Tragic accident occurred yesterday at a satellite checkpoint involving a white Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep plate number A6A0756 belonging to the Catholic Diocese of Cape Palmas. But that's where we're going to leave you. Wendell, it's back to you.
Thank you there, Miss. Okay, he said I should call you Aisha. Okay, Aisha. Yeah. Mala, you said see you. Aisha, thank you so much for that splendid presentation. Let's recap the stories we brought you this morning. Then we'll come back and link up with our USA partner where we have our man Gus Coleman. All right, these are the stories we brought you this morning from the front page Africa Top Stories. They accepted us. Two defendants denied charges. As second witness corroborates security visit. Claims Vice President's guy didn't bother anybody at the compound at heart of case. And the council's change of heart, a major shift. Coalition for Religious Leaders urges passage of bill to extend abortion access. And lastly, for top story, the fire in the music, the story of A.D. King. All right, Twain writes, UN chief vows to resist injustice, warns of political wish hunt and rule of law erosion in Liberia, ready to bear any consequence. So says former Finance Minister Samuel Doe Twain Jr. And lastly, for the front page, Africa Senate orders probe and seeks suspension of GLC cargo handling over alleged link to US 19.2 million cocaine case. Paul and Peter King's business on the thread. That does it for the front page Africa newspaper. Let's run to the Inquirer. Liberia and Guinea settle border dispute as communities return to normal life. Where's the pictorial evidence? We need to see it. Where Guinea and Liberia shaking hands, Guinea going back to their territory, and Liberia is taking charge of their territory. We need to see all of that because this government believes in lies. So I don't want to believe this story is true. There is state tension or Guinea is still occupying our territory. IAA, as the internal audit agency, warns government entities against illegal recruitment. And then lastly, for the front page of the Inquirer newspaper, TDF delivers free medical care in Magibi. Let's flip you to the back page. Samoa on West Africa's single currency project. CBL hosts regional workshop on ERM establishment. And Liberia Maritime Authority named Best Performing Public Institution 2026. Let's say a big thank you there to the commissioner of the Liberia Maritime Authority, Nito Lai. All right, your institution has been named the Best Performing Institution 2026. All right, folks, we're taking our usual break. When we come back, like I said, we will firstly link up with our USA partner, where we have seated right now our man, Gus Koma. We don't see our weather report man.
He's here.
Okay, our weather report man has just joined in, but we need to take our break first and we'll come back.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sanya, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sanya.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Spot Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki.
Thank you to our sponsors, Exeter's Best Price Store and Crime Stopper, together with my Yuba and Sons. All right, folks, it's time to run you through the weather report. We just been joined by our weather report man. We also have with us Gus. But Gus, you can greet the audience first, and then we'll go back to Tunis. So let's say good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, my big brother, Tunis. That's for my glad to be here.
Okay, so we go into our weather report man, Solomon, to run us through the weather report. Tunis, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Your weatherman, Suleiman Hashim, Tunis. For the rest of the day, you're going to be experiencing a little bit of rain. Yes, and before nightfall, you might see it's going to be off and on, cloudy, little bit of rain, and also mix of a sun, all of that today. All of that happening today before nightfall. Okay? And tomorrow is their best day in the week. It's going to be all sunshine, mostly sunny. Very, very beautiful day tomorrow. The temperature will be 87, close to 90. or even feels like 93. Today, the temperature is 79, feel like 85. Tomorrow, it's a beautiful, beautiful day for you guys. Beautiful day. So you can schedule anything you want to do. You go into graduation, proms, all of that. It will be very beautiful for you. If anything happens, so be it. But that's what I'm saying here. Friday, almost the same as tomorrow. Friday going to be a nice day for you. Friday. So today is the only day it's a mixture of weather. It's going to be raining sometime. It will be light rain though. Thunderstorm will be firing there, lightning, and cloudy looking, and then sunshine. All three will be in the mix. Beautiful day tomorrow. Take it from us, from Freedom FM. That's your weather report. Thank you. Control back to you.
Thank you. There, you heard the weather report, folks. Today we experience a little bit of rain. Tomorrow is beautiful. Friday is beautiful. So that's it. That's how the weather is going to be like. If any other thing happen, then we know the villagers have stepped in. But that's what was forecast by our, weather report man. But Gus, you've been there and listening to all of the stories. We've been told by the Inquirer newspaper that Guinea and Liberia had settled their dispute. All right, according to the Minister of Information, he's telling us that the parties have resolved all of the, rigmarole they were going through. Guinea has gone back to her territory, and Liberia had taken charge of her territory. So I don't know, where do we stand as a country with this information coming from the Ministry of Information? Because I know when there is a conflict somewhere involving two parties, when that conflict is resolved, they go and shake hands and say, look, my man, tell your team, let me take my own. Everybody feeling together, let's be in one piece. But we have not seen any pictorial evidence. All we saw from the paper this morning is that Liberia and Guinea has settled their dispute. So where do you stand on that statement from the Ministry of Information, Gus?
Well, I mean, like you said, until we get more information and details of the agreement, we know. As we know, the reason why Guinea occupied that territory, they said, or they claimed, that was their territory. So, again, until we can see some concrete evidence as to what the agreement was, first of all, it said an agreement. So, an agreement means you give at, you know what I'm saying? We both take. You give, I give, and we take. So, we want to know what that is. Came from Lofa, I haven't heard anything. I will check and see, or I'll talk to people right after this. But I'm not really interested in that because, again, this has been going on forever. The headlines, you say, Guinea decided, right? They feel sorry for us. Jelly that one.
They should rather say that.
Yeah, Guinea feel sorry for us. That's Jelly that one. But this GLS Logistics.
Look, God, I beg you.
Yeah, you're not playing with word too much, Our villager then can just tell you how it is. But the GLS thing is very interesting. So, I mean, today when you do your reading, it says MOU or something. Just did a quick search went on the website and looked at a few things. And then it reminded me of why some of us believe that this country deterioration not just begun during 1989 when Madame Sirleaf and them decided to tear this country apart, but it also did after that whole war, after our war, this whole brain drain, bringing their families and this and that and what they did to us. This company started under Madame Sirleaf days. You know how they had said brain drain, all their friends and families were coming. And this is when this company started. But they signed an agreement in 2017. Before they signed a 25-year agreement. Now, I'm glad the senators are stepping in to see they can do some suspension or whatever. But I'm calling on the senators both to actually look at the agreement itself. Right now, that 25 years should be nullified because I truly believe with what just happened, you cannot trust them anymore. And this is grounds to be able to terminate a contract. So I think the government, okay, and the senators or whosoever it is, need to really look at this contract with what just happened with this company. I don't know how or anybody can trust any cargo handling with this logistics company. I wouldn't. I know if I'm a business entity, I wouldn't use them again because how can you trust an entity that was accused of trying to pass through this amount of drugs? Were they involved in other packages that have gone through our country? So I think that's really where we need to look at, and we really need to look at this company keenly. Again, what happened? These guys went ahead and funded Mr. Bwaka campaign. Okay, these are the guys that funded Mr. Bwaka campaign. You look at the strategic places in Liberia, people that are in those strategic places, those were true financiers of Mr. Bwaka and Unity Party campaign. There is nobody. Look around you. Look at all these places and look at the position that are in places that control our economy. Okay, all of those people were financiers of Mr. Bwaka. Is this how they finance their campaign? Through these illegal transits or shipments? Who knows? And this GLS, like I said, I think Mr. DeLong and Joseph need to really, really push towards not just that. We need to cancel their contract. I think all Liberians should be calling for cancellation of contract. As a matter of fact, I think we should protest this logistic company. I'm sorry, there should be a serious protest of what this company has done to Liberia. And these people are all lived off the Liberian people back since 2012 when this company was established. And these places were established through their relationship with Madame Salif and all of that, because that's what happened. The whole Liberia war, after the war, just look at who's running what. They all came from the same group, from GSMO to whatsoever. How can only the same kind of people then can make money in our country? The ordinary people, let me go try to start any logistic company. I ain't getting through nowhere. So I mean, that's my take on that. I think something needs to be done. They need to cancel their contract because, again, this is grounds for cancellation. In any contract, there's certain things that they put in it. If you do wrong, they can fire you. It's the same thing here as an employee. So that contract needs to be that 25 years. You just need to call it in and just leave it like that. Go on your own and find somewhere else to start shipping drugs. Not in Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you. And those of you who are watching us, let me display this on the screen. You see how the package, they said they were exporting Magic Cube.
Magic Cube and
Lapis. So you see how the guys did the thing. I don't know whether you guys can see it from my end, but that's how it was packaged. You see the Magic Cube box.
Oh, yeah.
So cooking inside. You see the Lapis here. This is the Lapis.
But
you see
Wendell, it came from Wendell. This thing came from a person's house. That's
well
the thing.
packaged.
It's not even like the cargo came from Freeport and then it went to the airport and they were just transiting it. No. It came from the CEO's house. My man, they should not be doing anything right now. GLS should not even be functioning. And if they are, the Liberian people need to stand up. That stuff, that 25 years needs to end. Thank you. Tunis?
Liberia is a place of, when it's not in your favor, then it's bad. When it's in your favor, then it's good. That's what we're experiencing in Liberia right now. The same people who used to bring drugs in our country, in Liberia, during Mama Ellen time, during George Weah time, the same people still operating. But like I said yesterday, 99 days for the criminal and 1 day for the master. This is
Master.
1 day today. This is the 1 day we're experiencing. How on earth you take a drug from somebody's house, right-handed. Witnesses say we got it from this man's house, and you make that man a state witness. In what country that will be? You tell me. I thought that man's supposed to be arrested immediately. But we're learning that the poor man who the drugs came from his house is now put aside as a state witness. If it's true, then I think this case is being compromised. Right. So, I mean, I don't know how far are they going with this, what they're trying to prove, but they already know who all involved in this case. It's just for them to show the name, to tell us the name. They're afraid to tell us the name. So they won't bring the weak, those who are weak in it, the wicked people, those are very weak in it. That's the people they're looking for. But the main people involved in the whole transport, you think 20 million, let's just leave it to the 20 million or the 19 plus million. Let's just leave it there. You think that's more money for just laymen to be involved in it?
But man, Tunis, actually, if you go on their website, they brag about $25 million in investment, blah, 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 blah. But that was just $20 million. So this $20 million was almost close to what they already invested. But from what we're looking at also, again, initially they said there's a lot of people in the executive. But here's the thing, where is Gregory Coma? This man that cannot hide from any kind of publicity.
Let me just land quick, because we don't have enough time. The thing is, we need to hold our security responsible for the way they investigate matter in Liberia. When it happened to the common man, they take it so serious. They make us to know they're working hard. They're doing their job. But when it comes to the real people, then they want to compromise. This is exactly what happened in this case. And when it comes to the border issue, look, I'm not saying this man is lying or this and that, but we know this government being lying to us every which way, every way we turn, they're lying to us. If something like this is happening, people already came into our territory, another country invaded our territory, and the matter being resolved. We don't see no footage, no images coming out from there to say, okay, this that happened, no shaking hand. And I believe if this matter is resolved, like the way the information minister put it, I think the president himself need to come on air and let us know, not the information minister, right, he himself, because this is a country-to-country issue.
That's why he was speaking. He even involved politics in it. You're giving journalists information and you're doing politics. The job he's doing, it's a politician work.
And these people that told us that this matter being resolved, it's not quoting from their own experience. They are quoting the minister.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's not a reliable source so much. It's not their own founding. It's minister came to tell us yesterday is what they're quoting. So I still don't believe if this matter has been resolved. And if it, the president need to come out and let us know openly. It's not something the minister is supposed to tell us. This is his duty now to address us on this issue. And that's my take. Thank you.
Well, so to just brush up on that, how about the foreign ministry? Remember when this whole thing happened, what happened? Like you said, Tunis, the president, everybody went to Guinea. So now when it resolved, it's going to resolve in the shadows. But y'all leave that alone. These guys can lie, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Look, they are used to this type of stuff. But these things should not happen in Liberia. Again, that information minister, I bet anybody, what has this man done outside of Liberia? I'm just asking. Okay, these guys are my big brother. They all came to this America that I live in. What did they do tangibly that anybody can sit here and say, oh, when they left the shores of Liberia, they were so successful. This is why we had to have them in Liberia. That only Liberia they can wipe their ass on. Sorry.
The people are very rude. That minister is very rude anyway. He's not an intelligent, real.
Cuz, please, Cuz, we beg you, please, let's watch
Yeah, I leave that one alone. Sorry.
Okay. So
just before you come in with
Esther, go ahead.
I think I need to come in small. And you know, when I came across the parcel in the first place, you know, something as well packaged as it is. Like Tony said, these people had it in their home for a long time. They did their packaging and everything before they took this drug at the airport. And now all of the evidences are there. This is attached to Peter and Paul King. They're there, how you call frame and stuff like that. So I don't know what the government is. What are they waiting for to arrest these people? So they want the people to run away or what? Because if you don't arrest these people, they are still passing around free. You have all of this against them, and they are passing around free. Today, tomorrow they disappear, how will you get them? Are you going to come back to the Liberian Port and tell us that the people escape when you already had the information, everything you needed to pin them on this drug thing? Because if you arrest these people, it will push them to pull out the rest of the people, you know, involved with this drug thing.
Esther Jelly, remember they did it.
You will have arrested him long time ago. He will be behind bars. So what made you think the people can run their way too? This is a huge thing. 19 million.
You remember that girl, Honor Madame Salif, the former Air Force pilot or whatever, what her name said. She finally got arrested. She's in jail right now because she did some embezzlement in America during COVID time.
Ellen Cochran, right?
Ellen. Yeah. That's how they can protect their people. Trust me, they're just waiting for those other guys to leave because let's be honest. This guy has an American citizenship also, right? That's what I heard. You know. So yeah, but just leave it like that. When he come here, you will say they illegally accusing him. But
you know, Esther, before we go to the lines and the comments, I just want to take a minute to say something. And you know, my thing with the minister assertion about the dispute between Guinea and Liberia have been settled. Esther, do you know how many people that fled their village and towns, that they were displaced when Guinea invaded our territory? So why aren't these people coming back to celebrate going back to their towns and villages?
Yeah.
So we need to see pictorial evidence. We need to see the government. We need the government. The government need to take people there to say, look, Guinea has gone back to our territory. This is the border.
You'll be talking. I come and call. Let me call. I'll take care of it. I'll update you guys.
Guinea has gone back. Guinea has gone back. So you'll see how the people are rejoicing. The people are rejoicing because they have come back to their towns and villages.
Exactly.
So when we see that kind of thing happening, then we'll say, yeah, the government. But you just can't go in your make a press briefing, you go to they say the government not settle dispute.
Yeah. It's
a lie.
From you know the kind of sources we want to trust. Why would we want to trust the Ministry of Information?
It's a lie.
We already know who the man is.
It's a
lie.
Why
would we trust you?
We saw senators, we saw representatives going there, singing, doing on. Why they can't go there now to go do that? Because at the right time for them to sing now, because we get our land back.
Yeah.
So let them go and celebrate the taking over of our land. Yeah. It's a good thing. That's what we want to see. But we see no pictorial evidence, nothing.
Most especially after what we saw, the different interviews they have with the people in the town, you could see the fear in them.
Yeah.
Some of the things they said.
People continue to lie.
We want to still hear from them. We want to see videos. You gotta provide evidence. You cannot just tell us that this thing is resolved and you expect us to just sit and believe.
And as I also want to take side with the two Montserrat County senators. This GLS company must be suspended. All of their, operations must be suspended pending investigation. Because you cannot have a company that are transporting cocaine out of our country stay operating in the country. No, it's not right. It's not a good sign for our country. they need to suspend this company activities until investigation is conducted, or until they come up with their facts about this institution, because you cannot have them operating. The people, is not their first time been transporting this dangerous drugs from our country. See how the package is. They went, they imported Magic Cube, they store for it, the packs, and when they just put them in, when you see everybody in that cook, or what they call it, Magic Cube, they're exporting.
Yeah.
That known as social drugs. So how you can have this kind of? In fact, this company is supposed to be shut down. They're supposed to shut this company down. No operation
So
again in
you're
this
exporting
country.
lapis from Liberia, and we know.
That's
But
the
we
time, yeah.
know,
Let's
we,
take a few
we
comments.
know, we know what
Mm.
I want to know. Why is it that they poor man who they found the drugs, I mean, who they transport the drug from his home to the airport, why they making him a state witness? Under what condition he's being a witness?
Because the Paul and Peter King, these guys are close to the power that be. You heard from Gus. How you think the government were getting money to run their campaign? That's some of the things they were doing, to
But
get
any
money to
any
support.
sense in that
Yeah,
when they
so
when anything from your, like right now when they're at your home, if you right now they go in your home like they did it to that art place. When you go to your home, they find drugs there. Then they arrest you immediately, or even if
exactly,
somebody see it, then why
exactly.
they can't arrest these people? Because they.
They mess-
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
I
I'm
said it's
saying. They
okay.
are
So
close
it's
to the power that be. These guys are connected to the big hands. They are all big hands. The
but
man was
no
on
big hand
the
when it
man
comes
was
to
on no
criminal.
campaign.
When it comes to drugs and
No
being a
big hands
criminal,
when
They
it comes to
arrested by
criminal,
now.
but they are protecting him because they feel he got some connection with them. You and I
okay,
saying the
but
same
then
thing. We're not talking about whether he big or small, but the thing
exactly.
is, drugs was caught in his house.
They make it
So this man
evidence
supposed to be behind
how they
bars.
been eating some of the drug money.
So all of them who know about Peter King, they know what Peter King have been doing, what has been his assistant to the United Party government. So I mean, that thing that just charade. Let's just take few comments, take calls, and we go.
Even the guy who running that Freeport, that Sekou Dukle person, that man, they married that position. He paid for it cash.
Mm.
Cash, he paid for it. And his hand is in a lot of things. And the origin of that drugs came from, they say it came from the Freeport area.
Mm.
Okay. Those people, all of them, this is exactly what you're saying here is the truth. How you think this party won that election? Who financed their campaign and election campaign? Who financed it? It's the same drugs money. But every which way they will do it to confuse us and shop it under and get the wrong people in jail, but not the right people. That's what they're doing now.
Let's take a few comments, Esther. Let's go quickly. No time.
Right. Or the comment section, we have Roland Karen Jr. says, "Good
Roland
morning."
G. Kind Jr.
Yeah, that's what I said. Good morning, Freedom FM. I'm following from Marshall Highway. We have Anicius Junior Bar says, "I'm watching from Newtown." He says, "We are coming back 2029." Lena Murray says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family." James Quade says, "I'm following from Abidjan." Josh, we are coming back 2029. Wisa Colley says, "I'm watching from Monrovia, Liberia." MVTC, we have James Quade says, "I'm watching from." Okay, that's the same. We have Jonathan Bowler. He says, "Following from the USA." We have Galen Anthony says, "Keep up the good work. I'm watching you live from the Loop 6, Owners Camport, City of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County." We have Charles Dwyer. He says, "Good morning, Wintel and Pleasant."
Clarence.
Good morning. That was what I said. What did I say?
Charles.
Okay. Clarence Dwyer says, "Good morning, Winter, and a pleasant good morning to Esther and the listening audience. I'm privileged to be a part of the show this morning. I'm Clarence Dwyer, watching from Magdala Cooper Sugar Daddy District, District 11, Bennett Stop in Barnesville. We have Russell Bowie says, "Good morning, my big brother Winter and Esther. You people are doing great work for us. Let the Almighty continue to show His blessings upon you. We have Emmanuel S. Bowen, sorry, says, good morning, big brother. We have Hassan Payne says, good morning, brother Wendell. And Esther, I'm watching you guys from Douala Market here in Market. This drug business, we haven't anything, I think he wants to say, we haven't heard anything from Mr. President on this whole issue yet. Any serious government by this time now, some people have been arrested, like the LDA boss and the airport being in this investigation that's ongoing. 2029, we aren't going to listen to anyone. We're going to get people out of power because our note our note about this country. We have Russell always says did Pia go to the sea? I mean, go on there to see? Did Pia go there to see this government more peace can lie? We have Moses Kruma. He says, good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from, I think that's Sincor. Thanks for the show. We have Kadike Pase, where she says, these people really need to slow down on those bad roads. And Moses again says, good morning. Okay, we've read that. He says, good morning, Freedom Family. Where is the police IG, my people? And when we have, what's that? That's Jaja Tuare. It says, good morning. I'm watching from my corner in District 17. We have Michael Man says, good morning, Uncle Wendell, Esther, Uncle Tunis, and the rest of the panelists. And also, good morning to the peace-loving people of Funde community, the birth of Nuku Town.
Good morning to you, Bono, my
We have-
nephew.
we have Terry Mari Falak Bondo says, good day, guys. This is Terry Falak Bondo
My buddy,
from
TG.
Maple Grove, Minnesota. If Liberia and Guinea settle the border dispute, then we all should celebrate this news, regardless of our political divide. This is extremely welcoming. Maybe Yeke Koluba, who negotiated this deal while he's in Guinea. Thank you, Yeke, for finally being patriotic. Ha ha ha, I just laugh. And then we have Michael Man again says, I'm currently watching from Woodbridge, Virginia, USA. My attention is being centered around the Liberian and Guinea border crisis on the information coming from the minister is false. Joseph Weir says, now I see why police IG is not saying anything about this drug issue, because he was the one who sent his police officers to pick up the drugs from the Freeport Peter King house for keeping until it can get ready for shipping. The drugs was picked up from the Freeport since May 27 at 11:45 p.m. How did you know this? People can be find you, Chelwe. Clarence Dwyer says the government of Guinea has to do the Liberian people a favor by providing clarity on the border situation. Our government can lie. There is information that the government of Liberia pays some huge amount of United States dollars to the government of Guinea to have the border situation settled. With Joseph Walker and Jeremiah Kuhn, any dubious act is possible. We have Kelvin Toll says, I'm Kelvin Toll. I'm watching from Claratown. This old man not telling the Liberian people the truth about the drugs and also the border issue. They are all hiding some. I mean, I think he must say hiding some things, but it will expose one day. We have Rosetta Sonkale. She says, good morning to everyone who is watching the show this morning. This government is a very big lies. And then we have Rosetta again says, but we are getting there. Salia Sony says, when the other government knows more than it is letting out. If the Guinean weren't there, it would have been their celebratory movement every Tuesday at the Mika press briefing. Rosetta Sonkale says, sure, you are right about that, because the people gave them money, so they are paying them back, I think. And then we have Charles Weir says, good morning, Freedom FM family. My name is Charles Weir, following from Jacob Town. We have Sally Asoni says, they will soon be like Venezuela. Let them mess up 47. And we have Faith Kelvin Barpin says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching from Nema United. Sony again says Venezuela president was brought here, but JMB will come by himself. Let him make fun. And then we have Isaac Promise Woodson says, Good morning. I am Isaac Promise Woodson, CKA son of KOK, following from Dole community. We have Abraham Kekula. He says, Good job. When I think this is all we can give you. Let's go back
Okay.
to
So we have 15 more minutes to go. We can use 10 minutes for calls. 10 persons would do. Every caller will have a minute to speak. So you can call us now on 0776 1414 086 500 0770 297 016. Let's take you. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Nimle.
Good morning, patients. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you. Go ahead, patients.
Mr. Nimle, you must stop talking about Paros. The government, let me advise you, Mr. Nimle. Don't fall for the poor issues. The government wants our attention for all the job. The government, that one of the government in the Republic of Labrador, the story that one of the government that can laugh.
Okay.
I listen to wonderful line and maybe I listen to you over. Listen to wonderful say. The government told us that the beginning people are left the photo. But we see footage from there that people stay there for giving out discussion for today, which is today. I want wonderful say, you know that information minister. The government, Mr. Nimen, you my part, don't trust the government in anything. It's better information than the dissemination of the government. They can lie. I want to go back and lie according to the government. They are believe that. The government, they want to attention for the job. But again, who for send a break for justice will put fire that they put on there, will know the full of this job. And I know where the Baba was saying now. There's a name, don't listen to the government, they forget that, they put the water. The government gets that. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, patients. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, I come here.
I'm fine. Welcome to the show. Let's hear your name and you take your 1 minute.
Yeah. This is Van Get you 1 million we are if I'm talking with.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you for your topic on the discussion. But you see, it's very laughable for us to see this government that came to rescue this country, and the way they're behaving is very laughable because the people, yes, but they said that we are bringing justice, we putting justice in the country. Our citizens, our brother they were dying for justice. But how come now the government they discover about 90 million plus justice? How come now the case we can hear nothing? They want to include the common people, those who that they don't know no idea of that job. They want to use that as a sacrificial lamb to put it on the front page. Then they remain, then the cartel remain on the cover, under the table. So this is very laughable. We the citizens, we will not sit and look at this. We'll keep pressing, we'll keep talking every day. So thank you for your topic.
Thank you. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Good morning, Wendell.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Yes, I want to say good morning to Esther,
Hey.
This is my one.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
This morning. You know, when my son was saying I didn't enjoy the thing that happened. They didn't join you. Joseph Water coming with that of fear. But those that walk on trade yet. But when you do wickedness, the people say the Bible says when the wicked rule, no, the nation suffer. That great people will say in the suffering because we deserve it. We buy in our own sweat, we buy in our blood. So we still not inside with them. They trust this name. Liberian people will say after what we can go on the capital, but then what about going on the capital district? They trust this name. So we are big trust in the country. So we are dream to get the people dream what dying in the street. They want to go on now. And I say all my sin, Liberian for justice. Like our feet. Therefore, to the broadcasting to the fire to know the people that bring the drugs in the country, they play the safe in the air. Me and another to the broadcast is well up in the way they do. So we are there that they go manufacturing the drugs. Because the drugs are no different country. So right here they were importing it. So they can't get up. Who is Liberia and tell us that to the broadcasting and Labrador.
Thank you.
Tell us what is wrong. Why you probably that people take it very much.
Thank you, Mawate. Let's talk to Joe Colley. Esther, from your end.
Yep, we have
All
Joe
right.
Colley on the line. Let's hear from.
Good afternoon, brothers, and Esther, and the twins.
Good
And
afternoon,
tomorrow, Nigeria.
JK.
This is Joseph Colley calling from New York. Man, people, not look alone. Like judge people or like value people by their character. The government let judge them by their character. The truth that they had told that we can listen to them today. It was the same government that told us months ago that things are being resolved. Was they resolved at the time? No. The same government, so this elected justice, even when they had a representative, when now capital building thing happened, when all people are going behind bars, they said they never had place for certain people because it was their own people couldn't go behind bars. Where in the world, the truth is the truth. The truth does not have color, black and white, or female or male. No, the truth is the truth. If these people their thing, why the men will not be saying that will not be sieged, the person will not put behind bars. Those are the investigation that you don't need a person alive to destroy evidence. When the man is sitting in home, he got a communication. There's a reason why they put people behind bars, take all their belongings from there, because when you commit crime, your liberty is being seized. Justice got to prevail. That how the people carry on the investigation. If possible, you get order from the court, and even the person in line is being tapped for law enforcement to be able to get some information. But that is not done. These people are very selective in what they do. If it is their own people, their decision is run in different way. With the other people, their decision is run in different way. God may also believe those who are there say, yeah, the place is free. Let them take picture from there and show to us. Because you people are the one that put us in this mess. Now the common people there now are in Lufa. We heard that there are money that were taking place in the place. They're not common women that somebody from the government that did it. So they need to have all the bullshit and things come true to the Liberian people, see the truth. That's all. God bless you all, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
calling.
Joe Colley. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Morning, William.
Morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, my name is Patricia. I just want to hear a piece of information, please.
Go ahead, Pat. Let's hear you.
The government school in District 17, giving our children tablet. If you don't take the tablet, you will not take your exam. I told my daughter to not take the tablet in 7 yesterday. So I went to the school, I asked the principal. The principal said the government sent the tablet for them to take for low blood, for children that under 10 should take the tablet for low blood. I said, no, you can't just give my daughter any kind of tablet. I don't know about this tablet. So please allow my daughter to take her exam.
You say which school is that?
I only came in the other elementary school. They offering children tablet. In pink pack. The tablet is pink. They say the government told them to give it to children under 10.
For only girls or for both?
Yeah, for only girls. Only girls and Edinburgh.
Okay.
I tried taking a picture, but it's not clear. I get a picture in my, but it's not too clear. She said I government asked her to give tablet to the children. Can you imagine the elder children drinking in one cup taking the tablet? I told her they don't give my daughter any tablet.
Okay. We'll do a follow-up on that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And when you're just to that,
yeah.
This very incident happened at my son's school, and luckily he's not a girl, so I did not have any real issue. I mean, I could not go there with any real issue, but they have done it actually.
Derek King, you want to be on the show, or you don't want me to take you on the show? I'm sorry, Esther. Okay, Derek King will have to call back. We can take you with that kind of feedback. Go ahead, Esther.
Yeah, and so I too don't really know what the tablet is about, but they're only giving it to girls. There were a lot of parents in the child room, complaining that the kids should not take it. But I don't know how it got escalated to the level of putting a child out of school, because there were parents who refused for the children to take it because they don't know what it is. You can't give my child something that I don't know about.
Exactly.
The government, first of all, should do an announcement on the radio. Every parent should know what your child is getting. You cannot go to the school where I send my kid to, and then you force them to take a tablet if they don't want to take it, and you send them home. is wrong.
Okay.
For our own school, they did not force. If you say your child shouldn't take it, they wouldn't force your child to take it.
Okay.
And I think that's good.
Okay, let's take 2 more calls and then we'll go home. Hello?
Mr. Nimna.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Let me say hi to Esther. Yeah, Uncle Tony. Yeah, and Mr. Masali and Uncle Goss. Yeah, actually, Mr. Nimna, just a sad time for our nation. Yeah, it's sad to see the regime. I mean, from Bwakai, Mr. Bwakai downward, the guys are they're a bunch of unserious people. I think so. Yeah, because these people told that they came to transform the land. They came to rescue our people. But to see the regime performing dismally, it's sad, people. Look at young men like me, Idrissa, who's trying to see our best to see Mama Leburo in the best form. Look at country like Burkina Faso. The guys they're performing Desmond in the job issue. The big-headed brother called Gregory. Yeah.
Hey. No. Don't go that route. Let's deal with the issue. Let's land you start. No. When I take you on that, Idrissa, I don't like that. I don't like people using describing people. Let's deal.
Don't do that.
Let's deal with the issue. Don't go that route. Let's talk to you. Hello. Let me just squeeze in our last caller, Terry. Terry is on the line. Kate. TG, good afternoon from Liberia.
Yeah, good morning from the U.S. and good afternoon to you and Esther. My name is Terry Bono. I'm calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Let me say thanks to you guys for the good work informing us. I follow you guys every morning because I want to know what's happening in my country. And the dailies, you guys read, give us information about what's happening in the country. However, I got 2 points really quick. Number one, I think if the Minister of Information is telling the truth, which I want to believe he's saying the truth about the Guinea and Liberia border issue, it's a great news, a welcoming news for all of us, as I wrote in the comment section, regardless of our political divide. Guinea and us, we're family, so if we can fix that thing, if it was fixed, we got to give the government credit for that. If it's lying, it's going to be on them. I don't think if they're going to lie at that level, then it's going to be on them. I don't think the media will be that brave to lie that they said it was in Guinea and Guinea and Liberia is being resolved. However, part 2, because I support this government, for the record, if this government don't take care of this drug issue decisively, it will embarrass this government, it will embarrass us, and it will bring them down in 2009. Let them hear me clearly. It's Terry Bono here. I am a rescue, a missionary. I support the government, but I love my country first. If this drug issue is not settled decisively, President Bwaka, if you're listening, if your friends are listening or your people are listening, if they don't take this drug issue seriously, it will embarrass us and it will bring us down. Thank you, Winnell. Thank you, Esther. Thank you to the guys in the diaspora. Thank you for the time, bro.
Thank you so much, Terry. Thanks for joining the conversation, and we want to wish you a wonderful midweek from our end.
Yeah, time.
All right, so no time. We got to go home, so we're not taking any more calls. Spencer, the rest of you, we apologize. We can't take your calls because of time. We got commercials commitment right on the dot. So let's go to our guys to wrap up.
So only Tunis we have with us. So
Tunis, you have to unmute yourself. Your system is muted.
Gus, are you still with us or Aliyu?
He's gone. Aliyu is not here either.
Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for the show. It was a beautiful and most interesting one today. But we'll be here this evening again. You can follow us, and we'll be discussing more about these topics today. Again, thank you and have a good day.
You too, man. I got a package for you, and your package was hand delivered to me on yesterday. So I got a package for you, Suleiman. I'll call you just right after the show.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I can't stand no more, cause I'm a fool. I cannot go to school, cause no more money.